And the Lightning. The Lightning have now won 5 consecutive games. They'll aim to continue their winning streak next. Wes Taylor, a native of Colorado, gets the start on the mound. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, you can't always judge a pitcher by the numbers. I know the ERA is into the 4s coming into this start, but he's actually a pretty solid pitcher. And every once in a while, he can throw some decent games in there. It's not easy having an ERA under 4 in baseball. He's slightly over that, but this guy's a better pitcher than that ERA indicates.
Stepping into the box, Richard Richardson. He will lead this one off today. In there, no balls and a strike. Dan, D-Row, we take a look at our home 9 as they take the field here today. They come in riding a 5-game winning streak, and they've really got things clicking.
Yeah, Matty, this team's coming together right now. They're playing dangerous baseball. You can tell the look in their eye. They feel good about where they're at. They've won a few games in a row, and they look to continue that trend today.
And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. As usual, no surprise, 72 degrees, the game time temperature here inside Tropicana Field. The 1-2. Really pulled that one across as the slider misses well inside.
This is a fun guy to watch when he's up there. Really battles. Doesn't take any pitches off. He's a grinder. Always seems to make it difficult on the opposing pitcher.
But that finds the first baseman's glove, and that's a tough first out.
Batting second, the second baseman, Lucius Rojas.
Settling in now, Lucius Rojas. He'll get to take his first cuts here. The pitch. And he lays off there, 1-0. Well, time to look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Dave Lawrence.
Dan, we got Dave Lawrence behind the dish tonight. One of the best in the business, in my opinion, but sometimes has a tendency to fall into a pattern where he's given a little bit too much on that outside corner.
Yeah, D-Road, one of the things he'll do, he'll open up that outside corner, especially with left-handed batters.
Rounded softly down the line toward first, but a foul ball. 1-2 the count now. Now here it comes.
Whoa, that's down.
Pitch popped up, and he'll put this away for the second out.
Batting third, the first baseman, Mad Dog Jackson.
Coming to the plate now, Mad Dog Jackson, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Pitch on the way. Two out, nobody on. Good changeup there as he takes command. 0-2. Hit down the third baseline, but this will be a foul ball, and it's still 0-2. And another foul ball. The next 0-2 misses, and that'll move it to 1-2 now.
That's a good take on a fastball out of the zone. Hey, I get it. He's looking for a ball to drive, but that ball was a little bit too far up in the zone. That's one you normally pop right up.
Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. fouled away.
I know the fans love the souvenirs, but the battle between the pitcher and batter right here is what makes the game great.
And it's to 2-2 now with the bases empty and 2 gone here in the inning.
These are the great matchups that happen throughout the course of a game. I don't think as a pitcher you can give in right here. He's a great hitter at the plate. He knows it. You know it. Keep executing. Maybe get him to roll something over.
Pulled high in the air out to left field. Hinkle is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. Abe Laws, a lefty from Arizona, gets the ball. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, he wasn't particularly good in his last one. If you look at the line score, he only lasted 4 innings, took the loss. He'll really be hoping to turn in a much better performance in this one.
Stepping in, Seth Roberts. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
The second baseman, Seth Roberts.
Here it comes. Ground ball sent back up the middle. And this will find its way into center field for a leadoff single.
Hey, you want to be the team on the attack, without question. In the bottom of the first, starting it off with a leadoff single gets everyone in your dugout going.
First things first, here's a throw over. And he's back easily. To the plate now, Mike Morton. He sways and hits it foul off to the right and out of play. Laws has compiled over 1,100 innings of work over his major league career and has an ERA he'd like to see come down a bit. Starts the day in the high 4s. And there he goes towards second. That's a strike to throw down. He's in there easily as the throw bounces on the way down. Roberts leads off second with nobody out. Fastball swung on and missed for the first out.
Some guys with big arms like this, they're just chuckers. They just throw the ball as hard as they can, and where it ends up isn't that big of a concern, but that wasn't the case there. That was a very well-pitched fastball right on the corner at the knees. Good luck hitting that one.
At the plate, Bo Sanders, as the sinker to him finds the zone for strike 1. And now the runner's trying for third. Pitch outside, the throw. And he nails him at third. Great throw.
I noticed he had a big lead there at second, so I wasn't surprised when he took off. But that lead didn't pay off as he still gets caught trying to swipe third.
The 1-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Misses, ball 2. On the ground to the right side. And this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single.
Batting fourth, the shortstop, Eric Piper.
So now to the plate, Eric Piper.
And a swing from him yields a foul pop out of play to the right.
He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. Pitch out. Nothing doing. Two out with the man at first. In there, 1 and 2 now.
Yeah, I get it. They want to run this guy's pitch count up, but that was a pretty good pitch to hit. He might be kicking himself that he didn't swing at that one.
The 1-2. Sent on the ground out to second. Reined in. They'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. We've played an inning. No score here on the show. Second inning set to go, and set to go is the third baseman, Colt Snow. First offering on its way. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1. Comes in with the changeup, and it's 2-0. Snow absolutely feasts off of left-handed pitching. Many right-handed hitters do better against southpaws, of course, but he's about as good as it gets in the opposite-handed type of matchup. Into the corner and slicing foul. Now the 2-1 pitch. Swing, and there it goes. Deep to left field. Gone to lead off the inning. A solo shot here to left. Third home run for him on the year. As they get on the board first, it's 1-0.
Hey, listen, there's an old adage in baseball that solo home runs won't kill you. This is one of the top hitters in that lineup. So a home run, a solo home run right here, it's not the end of the world.
Into the box now, Francisco Barreto, as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Base is empty here with nobody out. A ball and 2 strikes.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Now a changeup locks him up as he looks at strike 3 called. 1 away.
Flat out locked him up with the changeup right there. Usually you're trying for a swing and miss when you throw that pitch in a 2-strike count, but clearly he wasn't looking for it, so it's a backwards K for him.
At the plate now, Samuel Rincon, as he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball 1. He comes in with that average down in the 240s. 3 homers, 9 driven in. Ball 2.
Looks like that bomb earlier in the inning kind of put this pitcher on the defensive. Not being very aggressive right now.
1 out, nobody on. Strike taken up in the zone. And a 2-1 slider is looked at for a called strike 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, a crucial count for both pitcher and hitter. So, Dan, what was your approach on the mound in that count? Do you still pitch for the strikeout here?
Action pitch right here, 2-2. The last thing you want to do is to fall behind the count 3-2.
Now the pitch. Now a half swing, but it's strike 3 anyway, says the home plate umpire, and that's out number 2.
This tells me a lot about this guy. He's done a real nice job bouncing back from that home run to strike out the next 2 guys. Sometimes you're going to get taken deep, but it's all about how you respond that really matters.
Stepping in now, Nori Dizzy. As he'll take a called strike here on a borderline pitch at strike 1. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. Oh, 1, here's the pitch. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Hey, I got to commend him a little bit. Leadoff homer, and now he's 1 pitch away from getting out of this inning without any further damage.
And he missed with it. It's 1-2.
It's a great job to lay off on that nasty slider right there. It's the toughest pitch. It was my toughest pitch to lay off of. I was always sitting fastball middle away, and when that slider came out, boy, did it look like a heater for a long time.
And a slider runs away from him there, and the count levels at 2-2.
He went with the off speed there once he got him to 0-2, but now that they both missed, I think we'll see more of a challenge pitch here. You don't have to give in, but you can't be too cute either.
Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes, here's the pitch. Swing and a liner. That gets down, and the inning will continue. And this will find the wall out near the visitors' bullpen.
Let's slow this one down and take another look. Great camera angle here, looking straight down the left field line. You see him take that inside route to the ball. His hands stay back, and he goes oppo to find himself at second.
Standing in now, Darren Arrington. He'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball 1. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Ready with the 1-0. 2-0.
Now you can see he's working around this guy right here. Why not? First base is open. Walk wouldn't be the worst thing in this spot.
The 2-0 pitch. 2-1.
Hey, that's the modern game right now. North-south. Elevate that high fastball and bury stuff in the dirt. Completely different from the east-west we came up playing.
The set and the 2-1. Ball even at 2-2. Here's the 2-2, and the inning goes away in unceremonious fashion on a swing and a miss at a ball way outside the strike zone. So they pick up a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. On now to the bottom of the second. The Blazers are out on top, 1-0. Last half of the second set to go, and next will be a speed threat in the form of outfielder Timmy Hinson. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Down and away, 1 ball and no strikes. Now a bunt attempt, but he missed it. Strike 1.
Trying to make something happen there with a drag bunt. Couldn't get it down, but I like that he waited a pitch to give it a try. Sometimes that will back the defense up a bit if they're anticipating it on the first pitch of an AB.
1-2 now. Here it comes. And a jam shot here as this is sent towards second. And an off-balance throw is in time as he takes one away. Wow.
The first baseman, Connie.
Okay, here's a defense for the away team. And this team, they're not going to be moving around as much as some of the new age teams. The shifting and moving the third baseman over second base and the right fielder to play third base. This is going to be your stationary team, trusting pitchers to execute pitches.
In now, Connie Rott. Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball one. 276 the average coming in for him. 4 home runs and 8 runs batted in. And he lays off a fastball here that looked pretty good, but it's 2-0. A bouncer up the middle, fielded cleanly. And the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play.
Batting seventh, the left fielder, Ryan Hinkle.
Now at the plate, Ryan Hinkle. He went deep in the contest last night. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And a ball 1-0. The pitch. This is line to left. Rincon will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. So here now's the pitcher, Abe Laws. He'll lead things off here in this one-run contest. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. 4-1.
Count 1-0.
The 1-0 home. Swing and a miss, and it's a ball and 2 strikes here. The 1-2. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Phillips is over a few steps as he puts it away for the first out. So one gone now as we give you a look at where these two teams find themselves entering play in the National League's Eastern Division race. So digging in now, Richard Richardson, 0 for 1 here in the early going. Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt. The first pitch. Drops one down here, and he'll try to beat it out. Long throw. Got him. That is a terrific play.
The batter number 6, second base, Lucius Rojas.
Stepping in, Lucius Rojas. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Hit in the air out to center field. Hinson is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Coming forward, the veteran outfielder, Royce Phillips. Here comes the first pitch. And a good slider here to start the at-bat, but it's ruled a ball. 1-0. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike.
Don't expect too many more high fastballs in this one. He is known for his sinker, keeping the ball on the ground.
Swing and a miss on the sinker, and it's 1-2.
You have to find a way to lay off that low sinker. There is just no way to do any damage. You're just looking at either a bruised shin or a ground out to the left side.
And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2.
That pitch was way down on 2-2, but give the hitter some credit there. Sometimes with 2 strikes, you're more apt to expand the strike zone, but he didn't and held off on that one that wasn't even close.
The next 3-2. A swing and a miss on a ball way out of the zone, and there's one away.
That strikeout was a real good example of a pitcher continuing to make a guy chase out of the zone. When you recognize a hitter is in protect mode, you don't have to come inside the strike zone. You can just expand further and further until he literally can't touch it.
To the plate now, Wes Taylor. And that misses for ball 1.
Ball 1, no strike.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. One 0 pitch is a circle change. It runs outside 2-0.
Hate to do it, but I've got to question the pitch calling right there. With a guy like this at the plate, you got to attack him with your fastball instead of pitching him like he's a middle of the order power guy.
The 2-0 on the way is looked at for the first strike. A little too tall that time. 3-1 now. Seth Roberts will be next. 1 out, nobody on. And he's way off balance with the swing there.
Oh, man, was that a hack. He's trying to create his own run support with a swing like that.
He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Now, I know he struck out there, but for a pitcher, that's a pretty solid at bat. Anytime you can make an opposing pitcher out there work and throw quite a few more extra pitches, that's a quality AB in my book.
At the plate, Seth Roberts. As it's on the ground toward the hole. And that is through into right field for a single.
Now batting, catcher, Mike Morton.
At the plate now, Mike Morton. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. A 1-0 delivery. A ball and a strike.
That's just too much velocity upstairs to get good wood on it. It's going to have to lower his sights.
Now a move over to first and a dive, but he's back. And another throw over, keeping particularly close tabs on him. A 1-1.
Might have been taking all the way right there. That pitch couldn't have split the strike zone any better, and you can bet he wants that one back at the plate.
A runner on first with 2 away. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. comes set. Now the pitch. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And that one is gone on a 2-strike count with 2 away in the inning. So a 2-run homer down the line in left. 4th home run for him on the season. As they take the lead, it's 2-1.
One of the best qualities of this pitcher is keeping the ball in the ballpark. He's not an easy guy to get the ball up in the air again, so he's going to have to regroup a little bit here. He's not used to giving up home runs.
Into the box, Bo Sanders. As the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Down the left field line and deep. And this will wind up a foul ball. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Two out, nobody on. Again, another foul ball. On the ground up the middle. He's got it. Throw in time, and the side is retired. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run home run. We played 3 full, and it's now a 2-1 ball game. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Mad Dog Jackson. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
And low, it's a ball and a strike. No contact there, and it's 1-2. That misses, and we're even at 2-2.
I know he buried that slider in right there, but that's a dangerous pitch. If he doesn't pot commit and bury that inside, it leaks out over the plate. He can get hurt with that pitch.
2-2.
To be honest with you, I'm a little bit more afraid of the guy on deck than the guy that's up right now. If I'm on the mound, I want this guy up right now. He's the guy that's got to beat me.
Hit on the ground to third. Reined in. Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the 4th.
Now batter, third baseman, Cole. No.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Colt Snow. He went deep in his first at-bat, and we'll see what he's got in store for us here.
We all know this guy's a real good fastball hitter. We saw how far he could hit one. He got a fastball that he liked, and he turned that thing around, and it got out of here in a hurry.
That misses. 2-0.
I wonder if that homer rattled him a little bit. He's certainly a little bit more cautious against him this time around.
Too tight with that one. 3-0.
Well, of all the guys in this lineup, he's definitely the guy I'd be cautious with, especially with a 1-run lead. No surprise that he's treading lightly right here.
Now here's the pitch. 4th inning of a 2-1 ball game. There's ball 4.
Ball 4.
Well, he loses him there, but that's just the first walk he's given up, along with a couple of hits, so his command has been pretty solid so far.
Standing in, Francisco Barreto comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. First offering on its way. Swing and a miss, 0-1.
Hey, if you're able to blow a first pitch fastball by a guy, gotta believe that pitch is coming again right here.
And that changeup makes him jump. A swing and a miss.
Looks to me like he's trying to make adjustments pitch to pitch up there at the plate, but he's looked completely thrown off so far. Late on the first one, way out front on the second.
Well above the letters with the fastball that time.
Well, there's the classic 0-2 wasted fastball. Not even close to the zone. We'll see what he throws on the next pitch.
High in the air out to center field. Hinson is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first.
The batter, the left fielder, Samuel Rincon.
Digging in now, Samuel Rincon. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one, and we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
You never want to fall behind as a pitcher, but doing it to a guy like this is even worse. He's got to bear down and execute for the rest of this at-bat, starting right now.
Too far out in front that time. He can't keep it fair. 2-1. And he can't catch the corner here, so he's behind 3-1.
Team's been struggling on offense. Let your D work for you right here. Pound the zone.
And a good at-bat that time as he lays off for ball 4. And as a result, that'll move a runner up into scoring position now with 2 away.
Oh, man, I think this walk is going to grind at him for a bit. He just missed, and now the inning continues with the man in scoring position.
Now at the plate, Nori Dizzy, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. From the belt, kicks and deals. Two down, runners at first and second. Good hard slider there, but it runs away. It's a ball and a strike.
Hey, doubled up on breaking balls there outside. Now might be the time to bust that fastball in.
The set and the 1-1. And he fouls this one off.
Lucky he got a piece right there. He was definitely late on that pitch after seeing a previous off-speed pitch.
The set and the 1-2. Liner towards second, and that'll get down out there. He pulls into second safely as a run comes across to score on the play, tying the ball game. So now time will be called as we're going to get a visit from the pitching coach here as he'll hope to settle his guy down. Stepping in now, Darren Arrington, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Hit on the ground to short. He's right there. On to first, and that'll do it as they manage to not let this inning get out of hand. So here's the cleanup hitter, Eric Piper. He'll step in trying to do something about this 2-2 tie.
Piper.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And a good pitch on the inside corner for strike one. Now a swing and a fly ball. Dizzy is over near the stands as he makes the catch for the first down.
The center fielder, number 9, Timmy Hinson.
Now in the box, Timmy Hinson. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Yeah, I understand that, Matty, but this guy's got burner wheels down the first base line. I don't think he even concerns himself with that. He has to put it on the ground. That's part of what makes him successful.
And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. A swing and a ground ball to third. And that's the second out.
Now that's the first baseman, Connie Rock.
At the plate, Connie Rock. Here's the first pitch to him.
Hey.
Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball. Rock, 28 years old. He's a veteran of 7 years at the major league level. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Got him looking, and that ends the inning. Now to the plate, the pitcher, Abe Laws.
For Portland, the pitcher, Abe Laws.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Hey, this isn't exactly the way you'd like to draw it up. Not throwing a lot of first pitch strikes, but the bottom line is he's getting outs.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Pulled toward right center field. Center fielder giving chase. He gets there and makes the play for the first out.
The batter, the center fielder, Richardson.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go Richardson. It's been an 0-for-2 effort for him to this point. First pitch of the at-bat. They'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball one. The 1-0.
Well, that's off the plate.
It's a lot easier to hit when you're putting yourself in good hitters' counts. This guy's done a great job not swinging at pitchers' pitches, and when he's getting the ball in the zone, he's getting the barrel to it. He's been hot lately.
Hit sharply toward the right side. He leaps, but he can't get it. It's down for extra bases. Around second now and headed for third. The relay, but he is in there with a triple. So with the runner safely at third with one away, there you get a look at the team leaders in 3 base hits. And you can see right there where they rank in that category. In now, Lucius Rojas. As he takes a called strike on the black, it's 0-1. Looking at his career totals, Rojas has collected just over 150 home runs in his big league days. And look out as that one ran in and got him.
This is a perfect example of why the slider is such a great pitch and such a dangerous pitch, too. Sometimes it moves so much that you just lose control of it. This one runs way too far in, and the hitter is standing on first as a result.
ready for another shot now. Mad Dog Jackson. Here comes the first pitch. Hits are now even at 4 apiece. Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1.
Everyone in the ballpark knows what the pitcher's intentions are in this situation. Great job at the plate to lay off a tough pitch in a good spot.
1-1. This is popped up. Blocked in foul ground. 2 down.
That's exactly what they wanted out of that pitch up in the zone. They took him up the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop-out. Well-executed pitch there.
So striding forward now, Colt Snow. And their runners at the corners now. First pitch on its way. But a good play by the first baseman to spear this one, and that'll retire the side. Set now for the bottom of the 5th, and next it'll be the outfielder, Ryan Hinkle.
Ryan Hinkle.
First offering on its way. Hinkle, 33 years old. He's been in the big leagues for over 2 decades now. That kind of longevity is extremely rare in just about any sport. It's great to see.
Yeah, you said it, Matty. Nothing else has to be said. In order to stay in this game 16 years, you have to be a great talent, a great teammate, and have the ability to adjust and evolve as a player. So hats off to him.
1-2 now as that one's fouled off. Again, he sends it out of play. And it's fouled away. Fouled off. One and two, here it comes. Strike 3 on a pitch in the dirt. And the throw is there to record the first out. Now at the plate, Royce Phillips. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch.
Ball 1, no strike.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. A ball and a strike. And this one runs a little too far in. Ball 2. And here's a pitch inside, and that got him. Mo Cole will be summoned off the bench here as he'll pinch hit with a runner at first and 1 gone in the inning. Strike one to start the at-bat. The average coming into play right at 320. 10 home runs and 29 driven in.
Nope.
1-1. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Runner at first here with one away in a 2-2 ball game. Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. From the belt, the pitch. The bouncer to the left side. Scooped up to second for one. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. More of the show. Saturday baseball after this. Brad Morrison takes over to start the 6th inning on the mound.
Morrison.
All set for the start of the inning, and next to hit is the catcher, Francisco Barreto.
Francisco Barreto.
First delivery to him on the way. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. And it looked like the fastball got away from him there. And he'll come back with one in the third as the count moves to 2-1 now. Morrison rarely finds himself in much trouble out of the bullpen, at least in terms of giving up base hits. He's proven to be a tough guy to barrel up. The 2-1 will not catch the zone. Ball 3.
Good job to work the count and put himself back in the driver's seat. Started off with 1 strike, and now he's got the count in his favor, 3-1.
Got him reaching there. Strike 2.
When you get yourself to a 3-1 count and you get a fastball, those are the ones you really want to punish. Couldn't get the bat on it, so we'll see if that comes back to haunt him.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Here's a high pop-up. Rock is there for it. And that's the first out of the inning.
Now batting, left fielder, Samuel Rincon.
In now, Samuel Rincon. Here's the first pitch to him. Set to deliver the 0-1.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. One out, nobody on. Up high, 2-1 now. And now pitch on the way.
That's ball 3.
Fouled away.
3-2 counts are usually a time to challenge the hitter, but I think he'll be careful here. shoot for the corner, and if you miss and you walk him, so what? That's better than him putting one in the seats.
And a fastball misses there, ball 4.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
Digging in and looking for more, Nori Dizzy. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Yeah, give me a repeat performance of that last double. With a man on first right now, let him run and get you a ribby.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Oh, 1, here's the pitch.
Outside, that's the ball.
Runner at first here, 1 man out. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Looking up is the right fielder. Gone! A 2-run blast to straightaway right field, making it an even 250 for his career. As they take the lead, it's now 4-2.
Hey, that's the price you pay right there when you try and sneak a fastball past this guy. Power hitter, and every power hitter in the league knows you got to start with the numero uno, number 1, man. You got to get on the heater and adjust to everything else, and he did just that.
Now batting, shortstop, Darren.
Standing in now, Darren Arrington, as he tries to go out and get the slider, but it's not there. It's strike 1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Here's the 0-1. Line towards center field. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit.
Dan, how hard is it to massage your way through such a deep lineup? I mean, even the 8-9-hole hitters are solid big league players.
You know, Mark, these days you're not seeing a lot of defensive specialists in the infield or outfield. If you're in that starting lineup these days, there's a pretty good job you can swing the bat.
To the plate now, Abe Laws. And he'll try to bunt that man to second, but this one kicks foul. No hits to this point. Set with the 0-1. Showing bunt, but he winds up taking ball 1.
Great decision there to pull back. Step number 1 in getting a sacrifice bunt down, make sure you bunt a pitch that you can handle.
And they will have him bunting with 1 away as he gets this one down. Only plays to first, so the pitcher does his job as it's a successful sacrifice.
Now batting, the center fielder, Richardson.
So the lineup flips over and digging in, Richardson. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Now a slider, and he gets ahead of him here, 0-1. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. And that misses, 1-1. And now a fastball, but he's able to hold off on it, and it's 2-1 now. From the belt, the pitch, and he fouls this one off. Line drive to left. And that's in there. Base hit. Arrington isn't stopping. Here he comes to the plate. And he's safe at the plate as they push their lead to 3 now.
Now that's second base. Lucius.
Doc Huntley takes the mound as he's been called upon to pitch.
Now pitching. Doc Huntley.
At the plate now, Lucius Rojas. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. A ball that's carrying. But he can't get to this one. It's off the wall. So much of this game is situational hitting, guys. Nice job there.
Yeah, you've got to find a way to pick your teammates up when you're given the chance. And he doesn't try to do too much right here. He just takes what's there. Safely on second, and his buddy is high-fiving teammates in the dugout.
Into the box, Mad Dog Jackson, as he'll take a look at ball 1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. That's wide, 2-0.
Like to see him be looking to the opposite field with this next swing. Pitcher's trying to work you away.
2-1 now. Four runs here in this half inning. And it's fouled away. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Hit hard towards center. That's in there. Base hit. And he is safe at the plate as they continue to pile on. It's now a 7-2 ball game. The throw, and he's tagged out at second. That'll end the inning, but they do score one on the play. So they nearly bat around here as 8 men come to the plate in scoring 5. Top of the order due up in the home half of the 6th. The Blazers are out in front 7-2. So now to the plate, Seth Roberts. As he'll take a look at a sinker here, too low for ball 1. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. Turned on down the line, but a foul ball, 1-1. Takes this the other way to right, and a base hit, so early trouble to lead off the inning.
Well, these days don't happen often. You better dig yourself when you get 3 knocks in a big league way to go.
It's hard to have 3 hits in one day, but boy, this guy is off to a great start in this one.
Into the box now, Mike Morton, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike 1. A hit and 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Oh, 0-1, here it comes.
All you want is the leadoff man to get on to start a big inning, maybe get a big rally going to claw your way back into this ball game.
Nobody out, runner on first. Struck him out, so he's set down on strikes for the 2nd time today.
It's so hard to hit when you're behind the count 0-2, right? You have to protect the fastball. You have to look for the soft stuff down and away. You're really at a disadvantage when you fall behind 0-2.
Stepping in now, Bo Sanders, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. A hit and 2 tries for him so far. He's set. Here's the 0-1.
Ball 1.
Fastball just inside.
1-0.
Throw over to first, and he's back standing. Runners on first with 1 down. Fouled off. Really pulled that one across as the slider misses well inside. The 2-2 pitch. Takes this the other way to right. In there, a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Hey, there's a base hit right there. Now they have a couple of runners on with less than 2 outs, but they're down by so much in this game that hopefully maybe they can get something started here in this inning.
Yeah, 100%, Dan. I played the game a long time. I've never seen a big league hitter give an at-bat away. You chip away and fight until that 27th out is made.
Mike Diaz takes the mound to try to get out of this mess. There are 2 on with only 1 away. In now, Eric Piper. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. That's by him for strike 1.
Nice adjustment out on the mound. Overthrew the first one a little bit, but got on top and let that ball rip right out in front of him.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. The 1-2. First and second now, 1 man out. Now a fastball, but that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2. Off-speed pitch, and there is strike 3 called, and boy, that zone just got a bit larger, 2 away.
Well, that call looked like it was a little in the pitcher's favor, but it wasn't outrageous. Hey, listen, calling balls and strikes is a really tough job, and even the best are going to miss some from time to time, especially when they're sort of borderline like that last one. Not sure the hitter would want to hear that, though.
To the plate now, Timmy Hinson, as he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. Some activity out in the bullpen now as a couple of left-handers begin to stir. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Diaz, originally from Mississippi, he was selected in the 3rd round during the 2020 draft.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
2 men are on with 2 men out. Bonnie gets him to wave at that one. It's 2-2. So a full count now. Connie Trot would be next if they can keep this inning alive. He pops him up toward the left side of the infield. Snow is under it, and the inning is over. Ready for another chance? Colt Snow.
The third baseman, Colt Snow.
First pitch coming. Here it is. There's the fastball that gets the lower part of the zone, called for a strike.
A pretty aggressive pitch right there up in the zone. Surprised he didn't offer at it.
Swing and a miss, and he's in the hole. 0-2 now.
0-2 count. You could do just about anything you want right now. Up, down, in, out, hard, soft. Good time to be a pitcher.
And strike 3 called on a fastball that looked inside from here, but that's out number 1.
Well, no preferential treatment there. Sometimes we see great hitters have their calls go their way on close pitches, but not this time. I think that was actually a good take, but on 2 strikes, anything that close can go either way.
At the plate, Francisco Barreto, who could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. The windup and the 0-1. And here's a ball hit in the air. And foul.
Not surprised he's laid on a heater right there. Just saw an off-speed pitch. Wanted to stay back a little bit too long.
Liner towards second, but right to the second baseman, and that's the second out.
Now batting, the left fielder, Samuel Rincon.
Digging in, Samuel Rincon. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
0-1's the count.
Set to deliver the 0-1. Fouled away. Oh, and 2 count. Here's the pitch.
I got the count 1-2. Nope, that's off the plate. Ball 2.
He started this guy backwards, couple of off-speed pitches early, followed by back-to-back heaters. He can go either way he wants to go right now.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he fouls this one off. The 2-2 one more time.
3-2.
If you're at the plate right now, you have to realize who's on deck. I guarantee you something's over the heart of the plate. You have to be aggressive in the zone right here.
The 3-2 pitch. Chopped to third. He's got it. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired.
Ladies and gentlemen, please join with the traditional 7-inning stretch.
Last half of the 7th here, and next to bat will be the first baseman, Connie Trot.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one. Probably a design take right there. They need base runners, so they're going to make them try to bring the ball in the strike zone.
And there's ball 1. The 1-1 is swung on and missed, and that's strike 2. Fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. The 2-2.
Okay.
No pitcher likes to take the count to 3-2, especially when you throw a non-competitive pitch like that on 2-2. That one wasn't even close.
And that misses ball 4. It's a leadoff walk to start the home 7th.
Now batting, left fielder, Ryan.
Stepping up to the plate, Ryan Hinkle. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one. Here comes the first pitch. Cut fastball taken for strike 1. And he falls behind 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. A runner at first with no outs here. And it's fouled away. Here comes another 0-2. And a good 2-strike pitch, but he misses high 1-2. And he won't go after the cut fastball. 2-2. Tried to fool him with the changeup, but he won't offer at it. 3-2.
Wow, from 0-2 to 3-2, and that last pitch on 2-2 wasn't even close. He had this guy in the ropes, but now he let him right back into this at bat.
Hit out towards second. Fielded cleanly. Step on the bag for 1. On to first, and that's the very last thing they needed at this point in the ball game, as there are quickly 2 away now. Digging in to try it again, Royce Phillips. He was drilled by a pitch his last time up.
Yeah, Matty, you're not lying. Last time up, squared right in the back. Hopefully it doesn't stiffen up. I want to see if he can get through something right here.
First pitch is a cutter looked at. 0-1.
0-1.
And a check swing here, appealed down to third, but Matthew Ross says he held up. Ball 1. The 1-1. There's a fastball that misses. Fouled off. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. And that's a swinging strike 3 in the dirt. And that ends the inning. Starting to run out of innings here as they are unable to cut into the deficit. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. The Blazers lead it 7-2. Ready to begin the 8th, and digging in is the outfielder, Nori Dizzy.
That last at that when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter. So I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out and try not to throw it right down the middle of the plate.
And a strike called at the knees. 0-1. Just behind the fastball there. 2 strikes now.
Hey, this is interesting right here. Got him down 0-2. He's been swinging the heck out of the bat. I thought they would pitch around him. He's going to have to button it up a little bit.
Now the pitch. Fouled away. Lifted the other way out to left center. Center fielder giving chase. He's there and records the first out.
Now batting, the shortstop, Darren Arrington.
Ready once again, Darren Arrington. He singled his last time up. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1. A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. And the pitch. And this is swung on and missed. Two are quickly retired to start inning number 8.
Anytime you get rookies just breaking into the big leagues, you have to expect a certain amount of this. There aren't any easy at-bats at this level, and you really have to learn how to slow the game down in your head because everything feels like it's so much faster up here.
Alejandro Rosas will get the call to pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty. And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1. Swing and a miss, and he's in trouble now. 0-2.
Go to that well one more time. He's been late on the first 2.
Out in front of that one, but he stays alive and will do it again on 0-2.
He was looking for a swing and a miss breaker right there, but left that one in the zone that got fouled off.
Waved at and missed for the 3rd out. Not much of a chance at hitting that one, and the inning is over. Leonel Diaz is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Leonel Diaz.
Wesley Ray will try and get his club back into it here as he'll pinch hit to lead off the home half of the 8th.
The pitcher, Wesley Ray.
Just gets a piece of it. Strike 1. Lifted in the air out towards left center. And the pinch hitter is retired here. 1 away.
The batter, number 4, second baseman, Seth Roberts.
Digging in the switch hitter, Seth Roberts. He's looking to go 4 for 4 with a base hit right here. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
0-1.
Right-hander starts to loosen out in the bullpen now. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball. And he fouls this one off. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball. Mike Morton will be next. The 3-1. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Richardson is there now, and he has it. 2 gone.
Now batting, catcher, Mike Morton.
Now batting, Mike Morton. And they're down to their final 4 outs here, Dan.
Yeah, that's not looking too good for them right now, Matt. They've got a significant hill to climb, but they've got to take it one bat at a time. A couple of guys get on, and then who knows what could happen.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
0-1's the count.
Comes set, and the 0-1. This is line to left, and a knock for him this time. He's 2 for 4 for the game. So with that, we're not done with the bottom of the 8th quite yet.
Now batting, third baseman, Bo Sanders.
Standing in now, Bo Sanders, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. Slapped hard the opposite way. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. Roger Shipp enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. So stepping in, Richardson. He comes in with a couple of hits, including a triple in 4 at-bats.
Richardson.
First delivery to him on the way. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. Good hard slider there, but it runs away. It's a ball and a strike. He sends it out to left field. Well hit. A leap, but he can't rein it in. It's off the wall. And he is into second base with a double. His 3rd hit this afternoon.
Sometimes when a reliever comes in the game, he wants to get that first strike so bad that he serves one up, and that's exactly what happens here. The first batter he faces just rockets one off the wall, and now he's got to worry about another base hit, potentially bringing home a run.
Into the box, Lucius Rojas, batting left-handed here as he takes a look at strike 1. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. And that's a called strike at the letters, though that looked high from here. It's 0-2 now.
Your idea of working the count goes out the window. You're frustrated right now, down 0-2. Got to find a way to grind.
Still no balls and 2 strikes. A runner at second, nobody out. Off-speed pitch, just missed inside.
Great arm action on that 2-strike changeup right there, but even better job at the plate to take that one.
Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball.
Regardless of the result right here, to be down 0-2 and work it back to an even count, got to feel like it's a win for the offense.
And that's low, so a good eye there as he works the count back full.
Wow, this is a pretty good at-bat right here. From down in the count 0-2 to work the count back to 3-2. And he's seen a lot of pitches, too.
Here comes the payoff pitch. Hit hard to the right side. Foul. The next 3-2. And he misses there for ball 4. So runners are at first and second now with nobody out.
Now batting, the first baseman, Mad Dog.
Digging in once again, Mad Dog Jackson. He's 1 for 4 for the game. He's set. Here it comes. Pulled the fastball down a little too much there. That's ball 1.
And when you're already down 5, the last thing you want to do is fall behind in the count when you're on the mound. That's not going to do anything to help you get back into this thing.
The 1-0 home. First and second here with nobody out. And that gets him on the mound. Safe at first. A good effort to recover there, and he almost made the play, but that's a base hit. Well, this is certainly something you never want to see. Perhaps the silver lining here, if there is one, is that got him in the non-throwing arm. So if he had to work his way through this, he probably could. Assuming, of course, that there's nothing broken in there. And I think he is indeed planning to give it another go. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Colt Snow. He hits here in a spot where he might be able to put this one out of reach.
Yeah, Matt, down 5, another run across here could very well put the nail in the coffin. Mentally, they might still feel like they've got a shot if they could get out of this jam, though.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And he gets ahead 0-1.
He struggled a bit coming out of the bullpen here, so he needed that strike. Maybe it settles him down a little bit.
Set to deliver the 0-1. Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-1.
Going to need to make a little bit of an adjustment with his slider release and at least tempt the hitter that it's going to be a strike.
The 1-1. Line drive to left. And that's in there. Base hit. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead. It's an 8-2 game.
Sometimes it's hard to explain when a game is this lopsided. A lot of things just kind of snowball on you. One thing leads to another, a big hit, which leads to another, some bad defense, some shoddy pitching. Next thing you know, you look up and you're on the wrong side of a whole lot of badness.
Denver, Rankin enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is. Stepping in now, Francisco Barreto, as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1.
When you're hitting in a situation like this, you have to find a way to slow your heart rate down. The pitcher's the one with all the pressure. You're looking to keyhole something middle of the plate and drive some runs in.
And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Low and inside with the breaking ball as that causes him to back up a bit.
We can't hear it from here, obviously, but I think someone in the dugout just yelled, "Wear it," because that could have been a run.
Strike 2 called, and it's even at 2. Tight spot. Bases loaded. Nobody out. And he popped him up. And that's in there. Base hit. 1 run scores. And the second run will score as well.
Yeah, Matt, credit to this offense. They've been swinging the sticks well all game long, and it just continues here with the 2 RBI hit. Some days the hitting gods are simply just smiling down on you.
Into the box now, Samuel Rincon. No balls and 1 strike. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. And this is on the ground to first. Could be 2. The second for 1. And the tag gets him. But a run is in to score away from the play.
That's one of the hardest double plays to turn right there because of the difficult throw the first baseman has to make. No problem this time, though, and they get the 2 outs they were looking for.
So base is empty now after the double play. And that'll bring forth the veteran outfielder, Nori Dizzy. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
0-1's the count.
Two out, nobody on. And he misses with it, 1-1.
Well, those were a couple of close pitches right there in the inner part of the zone. Hitters will tell you, pitches in that location are tough to do anything with.
And that's high and off the plate, 2-1. And that's into the corner, a foul ball in right. Here now the 2-2. Doesn't get the zone. Count full now. And there's strike 3. So we'll see now if they can manage to hold on to this huge lead as the side is retired. So they score 4 times on 4 hits here. No errors and no one left. On to the bottom of inning number 9. 4, 5, and 6 coming up. Portland is out in front 11-2. All set for the bottom of the 9th. And that'll bring forth the slugging shortstop, Eric Piper. First pitch on its way. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone. Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. The 1-0 is swung on and missed, and that's strike 1. Hard hit towards center. And he will run this one down, moving to his right, and that's the first out of the inning.
Good contact to start out the inning. Thought he might be on base with some sort of a hit, but it hung up there too long. Just unlucky that time.
So striding in, Timmy Hinson. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
Now back, first baseman, Connie Rock.
Digging in, Connie Rock. Here's the first pitch to him. Now a swing, and he pops him up. And this should do it. He's got it. And the Blazers have come back to even up this series at a game apiece as this ball game is over.
On paper, this had the makings of a real hard-fought game, but paper and reality, those are 2 different things. They pulled away and never looked back. How about to a tune of a 9-run victory?
11-2 is the way this ball game ends. The Blazers rode an important 6th inning to victory in this one. Abe Laws earns his first win of the season. Brad Morrison takes the loss, only his first of the year. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Wackney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Fans, our final line score. First, for the victorious visiting team, 11 runs, 13 hits, no errors. They left 6 men on base. For the home team, 2 runs, 7 hits, no errors. They left 5 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 45 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.